So I made a whole video, has really good speech about this, the benefits of raking your leaves and hanging out, and told a little story, and my head was cut off the entire video. So let's redo it, shall we? All right. So I do want to re-emphasize something. I shared a story of doing the leaves and how this can pertain to you and teach you some lessons about being healthy. And the thing I wanted to bring up, obviously, as you can tell, I'm not very healthy right now, at least physically. But health is more than just, health is, to me, at least, to me, health is more than just being physically healthy. And the reason I say that is because I had horrendous body dysmorphia. The healthiest, quote unquote, that I've ever been was, so before the Marine Corps, by the way, I was like 178, same height, 178, and six pack, the whole nine. And I hated myself. I hated the way I looked. I judged everything I ate. I couldn't enjoy going out. I hated every choice I made, and it just made me swing from not caring about diet to being hypersensitive to everything I ate, and I hated life. So there was absolutely no balance. Did I look great? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Looked awesome. But was it healthy in my mind? In retrospect, no. No, it wasn't healthy. You can look good and not feel good. And you can feel good and not look good. Isn't that a conundrum, right? Kind of sucks. So, obviously, I'm in between. And just to give you guys, if you're new to the channel, and this is a new channel, so I'm suspecting that most of you are. If you're new, just know I have a 2.5-year-old and a newborn, 2 months old. And so I've let myself go a little bit. I always have this yo-yo of losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight. So this time I decided to double down and start making some content that just covers not just weight loss, but health and wellness. And that means physically, mentally, emotionally, the health of me, right? So for example, obviously my goal is to lose weight, but right before I had my son, my newborn, I quit nicotine. And of course, that set my body into shock, like big time. Like I think I gained like 15 pounds in like a month and a half. And it wasn't for lack of trying. I had days that I would intermittent fast. I was tracking my food on MyFitnessPal. I was eating right. I stayed away from fried foods. Just my body was used to ingesting nicotine for going on almost 20 years. 35, so you do the math. And that's really tough. So, having said all of that, I quit nicotine. I gained a bunch of weight. And then, of course, for those dads out there, you'll know this feeling. And for those who don't have kids and you want kids, you will have this feeling. The lack of sleep and the delirium, you just eat what you can to kind of get through it. Like, let me give you an example. One of my foods that are like my biggest weakness, one of my biggest weaknesses, I would say, is cereal. And my cereal choice, because A, I'm trying to be healthy, but B, is kind of like a comfort food, because what we had in the house when I was growing up is Honey Nut Cheerios. Honey Nut Cheerios with 2% milk is around 350 calories. If you do a cup and then you, of course, do the correct 8 ounces of milk, it's about 300 calories, 350, right? Come on, we all do a heavy pour once in a while. No judgments here, right? So when you're dead tired and you're not sleeping, guess what your body likes to do? Oh, at least my body likes to say, oh, you're awake. That means you need energy. You must be hungry. And of course, I'm not really hungry, but guess what? When you're 3 a.m., you just put the kid down and they're sleeping, bowl of cereal is really easy to make. So I say all of that to let you know that the health journey is tracking those calories and understanding your mistakes, seeing them for what they are, and then trying to mitigate those as best as possible. So now, for example, that was about the first month of my son's birth, but now I don't eat the cereal at night. Doesn't mean the cereal's out of my diet completely. I track it, and sometimes I'll have it for like a midday snack, or I'll add it to one of my meals as my carbs, right, to a meal, and I'm able to lose weight that way. But just have to be smart about it. And this is all to say for those new dads out there, for people trying to lose weight. First of all, hello, and second of all, don't have to remove everything from your life to be healthy. Sometimes you just need to understand how it's affecting you and then move it or morph it to your liking to it makes sense and fits into a broader health spectrum. And I think that's really important. And a lot of people that you'll see here who are like bodybuilders or have been chronically fit their entire lives, they don't understand how it goes, how easy it can happen. And they also probably don't have kids. And on top of that, metabolically, they're just luckier than some. I'm not very lucky metabolically. I have been fit, and I have actually used to be a personal trainer, if you can believe it. I can lift very heavy. I know all my lifts, but at the same time, I have to fight to stay healthy. So this time around, my goal is really to be as healthy as humanly possible by mitigating the swings of, oh, I'm starving, to this body dysmorphia, right? The back and forth of the not caring about my weight to over caring, but also how I feel mentally as well is very important, and how I feel both physically. So I'm not going to sit there and exert myself to do 1,000,000 squats in a day when that might hurt my knees, right? Short-term gain, long-term pain is kind of what we're trying to avoid. And that's what I'm trying to do on this channel here, is I'm trying to share this stuff. So back to the main story here, shall we? So the reason this yard has taken, I don't know, 3 days now, today's Monday, we tried it on Saturday and Sunday, and we've basically done a third of the backyard every day, right? Day one, I was with my daughter, and she wanted to help. Now, for new dads out there, she's 2.5 years old. So if you have a 2.5-year-old, you know how that goes. But more importantly, if you don't have a 2.5-year-old, here's what you have to look forward to. It's them wanting to basically play the entire time and you not getting any work done. Now, sometimes, maybe in the past me would be like, hurry, let's get this done. Let's go. But this time around, I'm just, trying to take it easy as much as I can. And so I just, we just played. And we were out here for a good hour and a half, and then, hour, I think, and she was done. And so we went inside. And we got a good chunk done. We got the third of it done, but that was her limit. And instead of trying to rush her, we enjoyed ourselves. We played in the leaves, we made piles, we dropped the rake, we tried to take my rake, we played with the dog, we threw sticks, we did all the things except for basically raking the leaves. Suffice to say, not much got done. Now, day 2 comes around, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna do this again. I'm gonna go outside. And then, of course, guess who wants to join? She wants to join again. So we go out, but this time's a little bit different. She wants to make piles. She wants to rake this time. And she, funny enough, this size rake, she does it. She actually rakes, not very well, but she does it, okay? Which is pretty good. So she does the raking, and we have fun. We make piles, and we get, again, a third of the way, and she's done, and she's tired because she's 2.5, and her attention span is that of an ant. But she actually helped out, and we had this bonding experience. Not only Saturday, but we had a bonding experience on Sunday. And I think from a health perspective and a wellness perspective, that's something very valuable, where sometimes you just have to let things happen as they unfold and just try and be in the moment as much as possible, which is very hard to do, by the way. Especially for me, I am not good at it. I have to consciously practice it. So I consciously practice just being there and having fun in the leaves. Sometimes, like, even as making this video, I'm like, I am standing outside holding this rake My hand is wrapped around this piece of wood. I can smell the outdoors. I smell leaves. It grounds you. So I guess I'm telling you this whole story because here I have day 3. My kiddo's back at school. I'm about to go to work, and I'm out here in the morning. I'm still doing the leaves, but it's just not as fun without the kid. And I think that 2 things. Number 1, it helps me slow down in doing the raking. Yes, I could, don't get me wrong. I also, just to let you know, I have a blower. I'm physically raking with this though, because I like the calluses on my hands. I like the movement. I like being able to listen to music and just kind of go through the motions. Is it faster? No, 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 no. Is it even good for me? I don't know. Time will tell. But more importantly, I think mentally, it's a way of me getting motion and not being judgmental about that motion. But number 2, guess what now? It reminds me of being with my daughter, raking leaves. So it's like a 2-for-1, which is always fun. So I guess tip of the day for all of you out there, if you're trying to lose weight, number 1, go easy on yourself, right? And that seems kind of stupid, but a weight loss journey, even if you get the perfect body, if you hate yourself at the end of the day, you really have lost. You've lost the plot. Sure, you look good. You might even get compliments. But at the end of the day, I'd much rather have this tire on my stomach and feel good about how I got there than look great and feel miserable, because that just makes everybody around me miserable. Because let's face it, it sucks to feel miserable. Number 2, on your weight loss journey, you can still get your steps in and you can still have fun, even involve your kids, sometimes just by doing some manual labor. And even though you could do things faster by using, in this case, a blower, sometimes just holding on to the rake and swinging around and doing a couple of steps is just enough and all you need. And number 3, make those memories with your kids. It will pay dividends in the future. It's going to help you. And then when you do these events again, like raking and things of that nature, you get to kind of look back on that. And mentally, that's just good for you. And I think if you don't have kids, try and just enjoy the moment at least of what you are doing. Remember that you're holding a rake, that you're taking steps. You feel the socks on your feet. You feel the coat on your arms. You smell the air around you. You take a deep breath. And as you keep going, you don't have to get the whole yard done in a day. Sometimes just breaking it up is enough. Just find your limits and your boundaries. Push them a bit, but don't overdo it. Because again, the goal is to be healthy. This is a brand new channel, so I'd really, really appreciate it if you subscribed. Maybe shared it with a dad that you know, or just share it with some people who might need to hear about some raking of some leaves and how it can help them out. But more importantly, I'm trying to really, really grow this channel. No, more of a vlog to just say, here's how I'm doing it. And hopefully this helps you. I don't know if it will. And maybe there's some insights here and some hidden stuff you might like. But more importantly, I'm going to just kind of do this as much as I humanly can and keep doing it as much as you guys like to watch it. So in the next time, I will try and hopefully bring you some good insights. All right. I'm going to get back to raking. So you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later.